Welcome to Sage Nail TV, your place where we analyze life issues, cultural issues, national relationship, and world issues at large, drawing out lessons that we can immediately apply to our lives to further our lives, community, and our world, taking it to a better place. Today is the Q&A edition, and I have a very interesting question here. This question says, how my sister's husband is having sex with me. I do not want to destroy a marriage. What do I do? My sister's husband is having sex with me. I don't want to destroy a marriage. What do I do? The first question I'm going to ask is, first of all, is this a rape case? Is this a situation of a rape case? Because how did we even get here? How did we get to this part where you already consented and agreed to begin to have sex with your sister's husband? So that is one part to deal with. And saying she is having sex with you, you don't want to destroy your marriage. I totally understand. Destroy a marriage. I totally understand where you are coming from. However, you are at a point where you are already remorseful, and you know that what you are doing is not just bad or dangerous. It can end up in premium disaster. The question is, whatever it is you're going to do, or whatever it is you are not going to do now. Note what I said. Whatever it is you're going to do, or whatever you're going to do now, will still have a kind of outcome that you are not going to be able to predict. So I would say, since you have asked this question here, I would say you go for the one that is right, even though you're not going to be able to predict the outcome, but you know that you are on your way to righteousness, which is speaking to her about it. You now want to do this in a very reasonable manner, and you want to do this in a maybe in the midst of family, in the midst of someone she trusts like a mentor, in the midst of a friend that she respects. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, and I do not advise that, except you're not in the same country. I do not advise that you just maybe send a text or send a voice note, or one of those very interesting things people do just to try to get over with the situation, or send a what are that, maybe do a phone call, like I said, except you're not in the same city. But even if you're not in the same city, if you can wait for her to come back, if it's not going to be like a year or 2 years ahead, I'm talking about maybe she's coming back within the next 30 days, you may want to wait and have that meeting with maybe not the whole world, but with a few people that are really close and that can help to intervene. Because it takes a person that has been really trained to not react in a manner that is unpredictable. First of all, you be already consenting to the sex with her husband. We don't know how that's happened, or how that started to happen. But the point is, it is happening, and you do not want to destroy a marriage. This is the best way to not destroy a marriage, in all truthfulness, because continuing to do it is obviously not going to help the marriage. And then there's another school of thoughts that people have, things like, oh, just stop it. So when you stop it and stop, maybe stop it and go, stop it and disappear, stop it and that's when it means stop it. Stop having sex with her husband, with your sister's husband, and just move on. My own view and my own advice to you, because I'm not just answering a question for you to feel good about yourself. I'm answering the questions I answer here to also give you peace. Because if you've taken a wrong decision, what sense is it would you have? What sense is there in living with guilt and secrecy all through your life? Because you're going to go on to build your life. So yes, let's say you've come to the point now, you know this is wrong, you do not want to be with this man again, but at least you're going to have to progress your life. It's not like you want to do that and you want to exit the earth. So how are you going to live out your life purposefully, peacefully, and in a renewed manner if you do not declutter what has happened in the past? And no matter what, if you feel like, oh, don't worry, somehow it's going to have to come out soon. And it's going to be worse if you're not the one that sits down to have that conversation with her. So the answer to your question is you have to have a meeting with your sister, but you have to do it in a safe space. And what I mean a safe space, again, she's your sister. You may want to know if it's your mom, your dad, a relative, someone that really has, or at least, yeah, has the best interest at heart concerning you both. If it's your pastor, your religious leader, where you can sit down. Of course, it means that person would have known the purpose of the meeting before. You're not just going to sit people down and just, person would have known the purpose of the meeting before them, because you will not be calling me to intervene in a certain thing, for instance, and you will not tell me the purpose. Just say, oh, come, say, Junior, please, I want to see you. No, you will let me know why, how, and we'll probably brainstorm on how we want to pass across that message. So do that. That is the most feasible at this particular point. And if she's in a faraway place, for those, because we're very in an online lockdown world at this time, and of course I know this video is going to different parts of the world, you want to host, example, a Zoom meeting, whatever app you want to use, with a few of these people, maybe one person, a second person as well, to just help out in intervening. Again, please, I didn't say you should pick someone from the street, someone that is respectful, that can help to think and to salvage that situation in that sense at that time, because it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a journey to regain your sister's trust, and for her and her husband and all those things that's going to happen afterwards. But you see, if you don't do it now, it's going to be worse when it is found outside of you. And you see, whatever is concealed will come out to the open. It's the truth. Whatever is concealed will come out to the open. At least in this day and age, you cannot hide a lot of things for long. I don't want that to be you. You are in a phase where you're trying to live out your life, and that's what happens. That's the mistake a lot of people make. They are now in the place where they're trying to be presidents and heads of state. They'll all bring out one video, one picture, one text message, just one thing, and there's a lot of saga and drama all over because the person refused to clean up the dirt. And I will end this with this very interesting story that happened over here in Nigeria about a particular gospel artist who I believe was a single mom, gave birth out of wedlock, and of course went on to get married to a person that cared about her, not necessarily the father of the child. And not too long ago, started trending around the news that, the child is not the father's, it's not a current husband's actual blood. You didn't give birth to the child and all that. And I remember just asking my husband, hey, so why is this on the news? And I think he just shared with me that, it's just on the news, in the sense that the world was probably just getting to know about it. But you see, it would have been very traumatic for this woman if it was not discussed already in her house. It would have looked like, oh my God, what are we going to do about it? It would have looked like something that was an emergency. But because I want to believe strongly this is a thing that would have been discussed in the home, it was just news for people whose ears were itching. You see, because in their home it was already settled, and that was that for that. So that is the point I'm taking you to. When you get to the point and you're doing significant things because you have grown your life, as a matter of fact, you won't even go through any sane therapy coaching session that wants to help you renew your mind, that will not help you with decluttering the past. So in very sane therapy and counseling sessions, you're going to have to make peace with your past, make sure that you close things in your past that are still open and bothering you. Those are very important things you will do if you want to really move on. It's not the move on we do, come on social media and say, I don't care, I don't know. I mean, actually really move on in reality. So you have to do that. And if you need further assistance, please do well to send me a message and we can take it up from there. Okay, thank you so much for choosing to ask your question on Sage Now TV. Do well to send us a message. Check the description below this video and find ways in which you can send in your messages and especially questions that you want us to treat on this channel. My name is Sage Now. I'm a professional certified counselor, training, leading, and grooming women for over 5 years now, and couples, and I'm happy to bring this to you. Please, if you've enjoyed this video, do well to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and of course drop your comments as well. I will see you in the next video, but you can see me in the last video that you have missed by going on to check videos that you have not previously watched. Thank you.